a much-traveled musician and musical scholar. Oh, I'm sorry, man. We're so jam-packed. Devereux Barker. Well, you should come play with Elijah Wall. He wrote Dylan Goes Electric. I think it's time for Devereux to go electric, don't y'all? She probably has. She is the first poet laureate of Mendocino County. Is that correct? Yes. Also recipient of the Penn Oakland Josephine Miles Poetry Award for her book Red Willow People. In fact, she has the collections out, Hungry Ghost, Red Willow People, Out of the Bones of Earth, Beyond the Circumstance of Sight and Light at the Edge. She is also the winner of the Willie Morris Award for Poetry. Y'all please welcome Devereux Barker.
Thank you all so much. It is such an honor to be here. My first trip to Mississippi. I love it. This is incredible. So thank you all. Thank Jim and all of you. Blue Requiem. Tonight, the sounds of my neighbor's bass guitar remind me that the blues come from some geography of the wandering spirit, like Odysseus, forever searching for the way home again. The journeys of body and soul always begin in unlikely places, from ancient deserts filled with the arc and curve of wartime flares, or drum beats of nomadic tribes, to baywater shacks of gumbo kings anxious to elevate lives with food and music way beyond hunger or pain. It is no surprise that the blues followed a crazy path from slave ships anchored in terrible southern harbors all the way to bars in Mississippi, Chicago, and New Orleans. It was in how Gertrude Maul Rainey resurrected the image of a woman losing her man. And Bessie Smith became the undisputed empress of all Delta blues, teaching us that sorrow always holds hands with love. The Reverend Gary Davis moved gods and goddesses that slept inside the temple of our bones to shake loose lashes of lightning in the form and shape of dance moves that exhilarated the soul and set us free to traverse the sweet corridors of flight over and over again. Blind Lemon Jefferson strummed notes that rose and fell on wings of desire until all of us came to believe there was going to be light at the end of that blind man's tunnel. Robert Johnson stood at the crossroads and called to all of us to shake free of whatever binds a soul and move outside the confines of a life, to touch the splendid body of a morning that night had spent hours undressing. When I walk down to the blowhole that sits at the edge of the ocean and listen to the rise and fall of waves that signal a new day, I hear a background of blues snaking its rhythm past slavery's chains and alcohol-fueled visions. I move into the realm of blood, sweat, and tears of future generations that gives birth to an elemental jive, a smoky infusion beginning and ending in some feast of notes where we all sit down together, loosen our clothes, and feel the ship dock in that lonesome harbor. This must be how the blues resurrects the misbegotten, forgotten, disappeared, and abandoned heartache that resides in our terrain of ghosts. The place for marginalized voices together with their sheet music for the newly risen, so that choral reckoning we have been waiting for all our lives can finally happen.
Devereux Barker, y'all. One more time for her. Devereux Barker. Your Willie Morris Award winner in poetry.